Kickstarter Critique, where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I am interested. Honestly, I like the bright colors in this. I'm not even gonna lie. It's Quest and Request. It just launched. Right now, it has $0 pledged. I imagine when I click reload, that's gonna go up because it had 7.9 thousand people excited to see it launch. Look at the main image, though. I'd love to see more about like that, and a player length, and a time count, and age, and price, and mechanisms, and anything. But I see bright colors, and that's what I need? Question mark. Quest and Request is a strategic arena dungeon crawler for up to 5 players. Set in a twisted and ironic fantasy world, 4 players take on the role of ruthless anti-heroes, while a 5th becomes Sierra Man, the good wizard who controls maps or traps monsters in the arena itself. Each game alternates between map exploration phases and tactical combat inside a custom-built arena, combining easy-to-learn mechanics with deep replayability. It sounds like what is it? It's one of my favorite games of all time. Oh my gosh, it's the dungeon one, where everyone has their own different role, and someone can even play as the cave. I'm drawing a complete brain fart. Old person moment right here. And then I just lost it. Yeah. But that's what that sounds like. So I like it. So it's a one versus all-esque game. Where the heck are you? We just lost it. Oh, here we go. Luckily, we can sort it now and go to the newest. And boom. 54,000. Wow. I'd say that's a pretty good start right there. Oh, 66,000. They just gained 12,000 in like that few seconds. Good for them. That, hopefully, is a good sign for Quest and Request, which is a strategic arena dungeon crawler for up to 5 players. Oh, I already read that. So here we are. As always with the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's see how they convince this many people this fast to do it. Let's go.
You want to have a game
sure.
night with your friends, but
I found this amazing new game. We just need to get through the rule book.
some games are so complicated. Game
Fast.
nights turn to study night. No wonder your friends vanish.
That's why we created Quest and Request, a dungeon crawler arena you can learn in 15 minutes for 1 to 5 players.
In Quest and Request, you explore a map full of dangers in search of your quest objectives and fight monsters in the arena controlled by the master.
Every
I don't think the words are synced up to the mouth, and I don't really care. I feel like this is well done so far.
character has its own stats, skills, and attack patterns.
And yet, monsters are unique too, to add tactical variety to every battle.
Familiar
You
but
get
different.
to design
Okay.
your own custom campaigns, but we are already working on a bunch of ready-to-play missions with different levels of difficulty.
Sure, the game is a blast, but we've got style too. So we called in Carmine Di Giandomenico, yes, the Marvel and DC artist, to design our game box.
Right now, Quest and Request is fully playable in its base version, but we are working on an expansion with new characters and new monsters.
Stay tuned to learn more and get all the latest updates on the project.
Thanks for your time and a warm Italian hug to you all.
In, out, quick, clean, familiar but different, beautiful artwork, personal touch. After the video, do I want it? I certainly want to know more. Can you do it? Looks good so far. And then how much is it? Hopefully we'll get to the price. And it's 133 bucks. Okay. It's got minis. I need to see more, but it doesn't feel terrible. 1 to 5 players, 90 minutes, ages 14 plus. Have they done things before? First one. We are Nicola Palmeria and Mario Palladino, longtime friends passionate about every kind of game. Together we created Insipid with Asmodee. Okay. And built a strong community that enjoys our work online. So Insipid. Insipid game. Oh, it's an app and it's a game. Fascinating. All right, hopefully they mention it in here too. I'm surprised though. So one thing that's concerned me is this is not on Board Game Geek. So they need to get this on BGG. Insipid is a storytelling game with the aim of simulating the imagination, and there it is. Oh, it's an app? Is it a game? Doesn't look like it was ever released as a game. Okay. Good to know. So can you do it? First time game publishers, question mark. The first dungeon crawler arena, easy to play, hard to master. It's the first one. No one's ever done that. Okay. No messy rules. Learn it in 10 minutes. This font with how much is going on in the background makes it difficult to read. and enjoy hours of play. So there's the box. It doesn't look like a $133 box at first glance. I gotta say, if that is the actual size of the box, I'm not feeling it just quite. Like, that's a small box for $133 immediately. So hopefully we see the sideways and it's thicker. Inside the game is a 4v1 cooperative dungeon crawler arena. 4 raiders join together to survive. The raiders are the bad guys. Every game is different. It's a new adventure. Tiles combine into ever-changing maps filled with traps, monsters, and reward, with over 40 hours of missions and campaigns. Okay, there it is. That's the secret sauce that I wasn't seeing that gets you to $133. 40 hours of missions and campaigns. That's huge. I would lead with that somewhere. Like, I would have that right after the 10 minutes to learn kind of thing, because I'm assuming that as you progress through the story, it's going to add layers and layers and layers. Adventure cards are the wild and hilarious side of quest requests. They trigger crazy events, twists, and things. Oh, good chunk of text of the cards. Good. Quest request is unique. You decide you'll find 2 game boards, one for adventure and one for the arena. 4 raiders with unique dice and abilities. 8 monsters plus adventure cards, reward cards, modular tiles, and blockers. Why back now? We want to reward those who support us, because without you, quest requests wouldn't exist. It's the first game that combines adventure and combat with huge potential with growth. It's the first game that combines adventure and combat with huge... It's never been done before. None of these other games out there, I tell you what. The ones that have at least combined adventure and combat, which I imagine is a small market of games that have combined adventure and combat, none of those have had huge potential for growth. But this one does. It's the first one. What? What kind of claim is that? That's such an unnecessary claim that is clearly false. Like, what? Imagine playing with all your friends, even those who've never touched a board game, and bringing them into a magical, ever-evolving world. So you're saying that this is a gateway dungeon crawler, one versus all. That's what you're telling me. That's the word. Okay. That is why we've introduced a 5-month payment plan for pledges over $50. That's why we've introduced it. We have introduced this. It wasn't Game Found. We had a talk with Alex and Awakened Realms. We told them what's what, and now we've introduced the 5-month payment plan. It's just the way you phrase things. It's Michael Scotty a little bit. With just 15 euros per month, you can get the standard edition without straining your budget. Exclusive free promotions. All our followers receive an exclusive gift designed especially for you. Okay? And discounted prices. Retail prices will be higher than those offered during the campaign. We have reserved special requests. Oh, yes, this box will be $180. Okay. 10 minutes and you're playing. Question requests can be learned in 10 minutes. Easy to learn, hard to master. Hopefully there's a 10-minute video somewhere here. That feels like the play. How to play. That's 10 minutes. And boom, we're done. People click on it. They see it. They've made a decision. In fact, it's not here yet. I don't like it. The adventure map where you, because you've mentioned it twice now. You're really pounding your chest about it. Also, rule booklet would be great. Level up. Leveling up empowers your raiders. Cool stuff. Art. Even the monsters are unique. Look at my bright colors. Every miniature is unique. All miniatures are hand-drawn with no AI involved. We didn't want a box full of clones just for show. Each character has its own design, personality, and purpose in the game. Now, I don't... Is that one that's a lot of people are concerned about? I know the art one I hear people say a lot about. Is that what a lot of people are saying about generic miniatures in these games now? I haven't heard that bugaboo. Like, my ear is pretty close to the ground. Like, my ear is literally in the ground of Kickstarter. That's how close my ear stays to the ground on Kickstarter, because I do this segment every day pretty much. I don't think that's a complaint I see a lot of people mentioning. Those do look nice. 2 boards, 2 worlds, a big 50-centimeter. Convert that to inches. Because I imagine the majority of the people... Wait, what? Where's the... Oh, that's Game Found. I was going to say, where's the community section? Oh, we're on Game Found. All right. Okay. Nice looking components. Okay. I would spotlight those a little bit more on the front. Accolades. Well, here we go. Giovanni said, I had the chance to play Quest and Request in a private demo organized by the creators. Honestly, I didn't expect much. Play a lot of dungeon crawlers and thought the evening would just be about learning the rules. I was completely wrong. After just a few minutes, we were already playing, and I had a blast. We ended up playing for over 3 hours that day, and I left the shop with a huge smile and a few new friends. Marco said, I play Hero Quest, but Quest and Request is different. It has rhythm and a system that keeps you hooked. Elena said, I'm not an expert in board games, but here I immediately felt part of the group. After a few bad rolls, my dwarf was suddenly in the middle of every fight. I'd play it again tomorrow. So we have quotes for people who tried out the game. Cool. We have... We got this. Awesome. Hopefully you Got some. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the quote. This is the quotes from that. Cool. Different languages. Stuff. $133. How much is the regular one? 90. Okay, 90 feels honestly, 90 feels fine to me, right? We have to step away from the Awakened Realms and the Seamons and these larger companies that produce hundreds of minis in their boxes and realize that those prices are not sustainable, and we see that they're not sustainable by these companies going out of business, okay? So, $90 for a miniatures game, that's reasonable. Let's all just reset ourselves back to what time like it used to be before we reached the excessive bloat. Okay? And then so we're doing a bump up of $43. Why do I need the deluxe edition? You haven't really sold me on it at all. Maybe so 32 to 79. See how that shakes out. The Quest to Request Deluxe Edition delivers a I don't think that's good. Honestly, I think that's kind of bad. Because here's the thing. The people here right this second are the ones that are excited for this project, and you're still only doing a bit more than like 2.2 to 1 of your standard to the $43 upgrade. And it's probably because you haven't sold it to me at all. Like, why do I need this? I don't know. Is it because of those plastic pieces you kind of alluded to a little bit? The Quest to Request Deluxe Edition delivers a premium experience with shaded, fully colored miniatures, metal coins, and upgrade components. Okay, fully colored miniatures. Did we see those earlier? Have we seen these? Have I seen fully? Oh, those ones. Those are the full colored minis. Because those are. That's not what I expect when I see fully colored. Like those are nice minis. Don't get me wrong. Like, but if you have in fact miniatures that look fully colored, like nice, then spotlight them. Go look at how the Lord of the Rings game did that a week or so ago. Like, wow. Okay, so let's figure this out though. Metal coins and upgrade components. You're going to make me click on it and see what's different. All right. That's okay. There's art. Hey, thank you for that. Why? Why was this? Oh, so now I can click on it. Oh, hey, here's the nope, that's just the okay. This is ooh. Then the Everything Quest to Request Limited. Oh, so this is 176. Okay, cool. So this one is actually so there's another bigger quest that you didn't tell me about. So they are getting the fans most excited about their most excited pledge. Good, about their most expensive. Good. That's reassuring. Because that was concerning. Now I'm like, okay, 176, different story. The Ultimate Quest Request Edition, all content, premium up materials, and exclusive elements in one limited package. Designed for collectors and raiders who want the complete Remonolith experience with no compromises. What does that mean? What else are we getting? So you get the Deluxe Edition. Understood. What else do where why are you making this? So we get the Legendary Raider. What is this? Oh, it's an expansion. Wait, this makes it a 1 to 2 player game? Why is this buried here? Why wasn't this alluded to in the video? That's, or maybe I missed it. Legendary wooden chest. Wow, spotlight that. Why don't I see a picture of this? Okay, hopefully we'll see that further down. New adventure cards, awesome. We're hitting stretch goals quickly. Background music for all backers, production quality upgraded, new raider joins Quest to Request, background, great, tons of stuff. Wow, and we have, not only do we have the stretch goals, but we have specific stretch goals for different languages. Oh, that's awesome. That's really neato skeeto. All right, new adventure card, add-ons, follower gift, a truly handmade piece of this guy's art, free music. Okay. Is this how we're moving some units here? The art and the music? So now we have the big breakup, the big breakdown of what's going on. 75, 110, 190. That feels reasonable to me. That one, it's fine. I'd convert the currency so it's 133. How many minis are we getting here? Modular tiles, 4 custom raider dice. It feels fine. It feels like one of those games that it's going to be very hard to get in retail, so you're paying a premium on top of, you know, the price, right? I'm not expecting to see this in Walmart, Target. You're going to have to get the second print run or second hand once it sells out. Campaign bonus. Our creative friends have joined the Quest and request crowdfunding campaign, and they will create custom missions adding 5+ hours of gameplay. Wow, this is huge. Yeah, like, this feels like awesome. You alluded to that in the video. This has a lot of exciting things going on. I feel like that video could have been spaced out a little bit longer to spotlight just a little bit more of your story, because it looks like you got a lot of cool stuff going on here. That explains why this is just blowing up right now, and I really wish we could see that community tab so we could just see how big Italy's supporting their peeps right here. This is great. All right, video. Unlock the legendary rider quest and request. This is the box? No, this is a special character designed to play quest and request solo with 2 players. Now, see, so this is what I was talking about. Now we're selling me this. Like, this would have been something you could have mentioned earlier. Like, this, does it say 1 to 5 players? I hope it does, because I don't think it did when we went up here. Let me double check these. Okay, it did 1 to 5. Never mind. Good, good, good. I think it might not have been in the description is what I was looking at. I'll see it when I get backed up. Hand sign thank you poster. Gorgeous artwork. How we did it. Stuff, risks and challenges. I just need the shipping. You do not have to... Oh, here it is. Buried all the way at the bottom. All right. United States, 60 to 75 euros. I'm out. That's rough. Like 200. It's almost... Wow. Like, this isn't a large box. Excluding the VAT and taxes. That's not even including them. Yikes. So top comment's going to be people being like, yeah, I'm predicting this. That'll be one of the top comments in the next few days will be, wow, maybe you could look into some United States shipping there that doesn't suck so hard, because I think you'd have a lot of people that could make it like reasonably priced, especially as this, you know, clearly just blowing up, $73,000 right from the jump. Very rock solid start. All right, check out that was quick. I will say that was a relatively quick page. I can appreciate that. Also partially because, you know, I couldn't see in the videos. Different languages, but awesome. 98, 33, 195. Did I see a rule booklet? I think that is one thing that I definitely missed there. A little bit concerning. Especially for the United States people. For people who don't understand those videos. A rule booklet is massive here. Especially with your 10-minute claim, too. Of like, hey, it's 10 minutes, learn in 10 minutes. Yeah, I want to see that rule booklet. I really do. Especially if you're going to splunk down 150 minimum to get this. Yeah, like that just reeks of we didn't try that hard to figure it out. And that's not a knock. Like, that's not a knock. As someone who has shipped a small print run of a game, it is really a lot of extra work. At least it used to be. To ship international, right? It's not just the extra money, it's the extra hoops you have to jump through and the extra things you have to learn in order to be able to do it. And it's just, so you just put a price where it's like, hey, I would love it if you give me this $65 to make it worth my time to ship this to you. But otherwise, yeah, whatever. Because it's not even $65, it's 65 euros. It's like, it's like, oh, I gotta go, like, oh man. That shipping, yeah, that's bad. Okay. Let's get the updates. 14 pre-launch, too. That's good stuff. Tomorrow we launch. Quest and request. Open the gates of things. So they had, they had people excited, ready, chomping at the bits, gonna get the attention, gas, love it, bombardii. And then comments. Let's see what people are saying. We're excited. I want to back this until I saw shipping to the United States. Nearly as much as the game itself. Sorry, but I'm going to have to cancel my pledge. I'll keep an eye on the project to see if the shipping costs improve, though. Good luck with the campaign. It looks like fun. Let's see. Is the game only playable solo, the Everything Quest and Request Pledge, or also with the deluxe version? Yeah. It wasn't really clear and obvious, and I'm pretty sure you'd know you got to get the big one, right? Is that it? Oh, man. Did that one sneak by me? Do you have crucial expansion content locked away behind an extra deluxeified 100+? No, I'm pretty sure the deluxe gets it, right? Yeah, I think the deluxe gets it. Well, once again, we have this fantastic picture instead of something useful. Yes, reminded of that again. Yeah, you get look, you get 5 boxes there. That's not right. Example image. Oh, ick. So you don't. So you get deluxeified components, but not the expansion content unless you go here to the 230. Ew, ick. You're making me buy a legendary wooden chest to get the... This is exactly like what they did in the Lord of the Rings, where it's like, yeah, you gotta buy this. At least they have add-ons. They have add-ons at least. So it's not exactly like... Nope, no, they don't. So they are forcing you to purchase the large, unnecessary cool box to get an expansion that you might really, really want. Like, there's a lot of people who might be interested in this game specifically as the 1 and 2 player adventure thing, and you're like, yeah, you gotta buy everything. You gotta buy the legendary wooden chest, and you gotta buy to get the legendary raider. That feels like such a misplay, and I'm gonna make a prediction that that's gonna be added to the add-on in T-minus 16 hours. If you see this in 16 hours from now, it's 2/19/2026, 1:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bet they will reverse course on that. If not, that's really anti-consumer. It's not fun. It's not friendly. It looks like ick. I just want your game. I don't need your fancy box and your autographed picture. No, thank you. Shipping and handling. United States 60 to 75. Glad I read to the bottom. Also, why you might be glad you subscribe to this channel. We got a podcast version of this. You could listen to it on the go and cringe. I was like, is that a typo? LOL. Good catch. That's insane. Game looks interesting, but not for close to 200, unfortunately. Yeah. In description is mentioned the game is up to 5 players, but I see only 4 characters. Will the fifth it's probably in this will the 5th character revealed later as a legendary character, or is it in fact the one that you're paying in the $230 version that's blurred off the box? Can the game be played solo without another RPG controlling the enemies? It is the yeah. So these shouldn't be frequently asked questions. These are all things that people expect to know before they give you $200 plus another 100 for shipping, almost 90, 80, whatever. Like, that is, oh golly, they do not give a single F about United States of America backers here, and that's fine. They're crushing it here. They got their 74. But with that art, catches the eye. Final grade. Do I want it? Maybe? I don't feel like you did enough really to convince me, right? It's not on Board Game Geek, which is always a concern to me. Like, anytime you as a game designer don't realize that, hey, before I launch this project, I probably should have it on Board Game Geek, right? That's concerning. The fact that you are making me buy your expensive $200 pledge in order to get the expansion. The expansion isn't in the deluxe. You don't get it with the deluxe. You can't buy it as an add-on. You want to play solo co-op. You're buying the box. You're buying the fancy box. You hear me? And they're going to move more boxes maybe because of that, but I don't think it's a great choice. And I think they're going to reverse course on that. But it doesn't look good. Like, it looks like one of those mistakes where it's like, yeah, I don't feel like if this was your 3rd or 4th Kickstarter campaign, you'd be doing that, right? So do I want it? I don't feel like you convinced me, especially factoring in how much is it, which didn't feel great until I was like, all right, 40 hours of content, plus you're getting the extra 5. And then you don't have a rule booklet. If I speak English only, I can't, like, none of the videos, at least that I saw, were for me, and maybe there was one. No, I don't think there was. So, you know, there's not much for me to go off here, and you have such an astronomically buried at the bottom, oh yeah, by the way, you thought you were going cheap, did you? You thought you were going cheap and getting yourself the $90 version? It's actually $170 with shipping. And you go, wait, what? What now? Yeah, it doesn't feel good. The do I want it? Not there. The how much is it? Not there. The can you do it? That one's an interesting one, because clearly you have some sort of pre-existing audience here. And maybe it's because of the illustrator, the person doing the pictures. Maybe it's because the person making the music. Maybe it's because these people are like, they do some other thing that I don't know about. But clearly, you have people here excited for this game. So the can you do it, I actually am not that one concerned about. Like, this looks like one where if this didn't come out, this would be a huge black mark on their face and reputation and look really bad in their home country kind of thing. And I know that's weird to say, but it's probably the case, right? Like, they clearly did a fantastic job. And I always say this, there's like 3 aspects to launching a Kickstarter. You got pushing out the boat, which is like getting prep for your Kickstarter, hopping in the boat when you launch, doing a good launch, and then paddling it to wherever you need to go, which is like what you do during the middle of your campaign. Do you post updates to get people excited? Do you make changes? Do you tweak things? Do you move up stretch goals? Do you get people engaged? Which I imagine they probably, hopefully, will do here, as with 14 updates pre-launch. And they did a great job with the launching of the boat. But then that shipping's terrible. So, do I want it? Not really. How much is it? No, thank you. And then, can you do it? I think you will, but the fact that you don't have a rule booklet here, that's super concerning to me. The fact that there's not a rule booklet for that solo mode. Because making a solo mode in a co-op mode is not the easiest thing in the world. Right? I just played Yomi 2, which is a really fun, like, fighting game. Feels like an arcade battler with combos. Not my style game, but I still enjoyed it. We played a co-op. It was terrible co-op, right? It's clearly designed as a solo game. It doesn't always translate. I'm skeptical. So final grade is all over the board. I'm gonna give them a 2/3 of a point grade bump up for rallying their troops and getting them here day one, dropping down $200, right? But other than that, yeah, those claims you made. Some of the claims, like, we're the first. This is the first time that we've had this adventure and shooting game with big potential. Like, some of those claims, like, you sound like my president. Like, what are you saying? You didn't need to say that. It was unnecessary, and it's not true, and it's weird, and I think it's a D plus. I'm gonna go with a D plus, right? This feels like the kind of company that, especially if in midstream they can figure out how to fix their shipping, to cut it in half. They're going to get so much goodwill from being able to figure out doing that I think and plus they're probably going to get more goodwill for eventually letting you get the expansion people want as an add-on once everybody realizes what's going on and gets annoyed with it. Yeah, I think they're going to have more add-ons. I think they'll listen to their customers, and eventually this is going to have a better grade. But right now, I'm going to go with a D plus. That was not great, but man, those colors, it pops. The illustrations look great. Let me know in the comments below. What's your final grade for Quest and Request? Also, if you enjoy the content of the show, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below, or consider supporting the Patreon for only $1 a month. It massively helps me and my family out. Also, if you have a request for a Kickstarter, backer kit, Indiegogo, GameFound project, be sure to drop in the comments below, and I will be sure to try and get to it, or a juicy news coverage. Have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.